WFM 91.7.
So we saw 2023, we conquered it, and here we are to see another beautiful year, 2024. Isn't it amazing? I mean, the whole excitement in the air, people seeing the new year and what have you. It is also interesting to watch the pleasantries here and there, people sending season greetings here and there. It is so amazing to watch. In all, we've come back to say thank you to God for an amazing year in 2023, and we're looking forward to a better year in 2024. So we're starting off this note by saying a happy new year to you. We wish above all things that this year brings you fulfillment and fruitfulness on every side. So we're starting this year by asking you what you'll be doing in 2024 for your community to be free of dishonest and fraudulent people in power. Yes, these conversations are very valid conversations. Look around you. Look at that primary healthcare center in your community. Do you really like the way it looks? Look at that primary school, that public primary school around you. Do you really enjoy the way the students go and they have to sit on stones? Some have to sit on the ground for their different classes. Some students even have to stand in classes. Are you comfortable with that kind of situation? Is this something you would like for your own children to go through? If not, you and I have a part to play in 2024 in ensuring that we get rid of dishonest and fraudulent people in power. And by doing this, it means that Nigeria, our society, our communities will be better for it, and we will definitely see the dividends of honest people being in power. Unmasking the Truth is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. My name is Esther Alaribi. As usual, we love to hear from you, so we spoke to people in the community on what they can do to fight corruption in 2024. And here is what they have to say.
Wọ́n wá suspicious ká tètè pa àwọn àgbàlagbà àdúgbò pé kọ́ báyìí tó lè gèdè wọn fẹ́ jalè. And number 2, àwọn leaders táwa gan dìbò fún majority wa torí pé 1,000 tó fún wa 2,000 3,000 ká fi dìbò fáwọn ẹni tí kò yẹ ká dìbò. So tá bá fi lè vote àwọn good leaders, ìyípadà máa bá community wa dáwọn ìjọba ìṣọ̀. Ìyípadà gidi máa dé bá community wa. Àwa gan náà ká jẹ́ olóòótọ́ sáàárín ara wa. Ká máa hùwà dáadáa sáàárín ara wa. Wọ́n ní pé inú ìfẹ́ náà ni ìrẹ́pọ̀ gbé, àbí báwo lẹ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní Yorùbá. Tó nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ní àdúgbò tèmi ń gbé, ilẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù ládùúgbò. Bóyá àwọn Haúsá ló ń dà ní o, bóyá àwọn èèyàn ló ń dà ní àmọ́. Ẹni kan náà bá ti dé báyìí, ẹ̀kọ́ máa bá ilẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Oríṣiríṣi ìdẹ̀lú máa wà nínú ilẹ̀ yẹn, kò dẹ̀ dá. Kò dá, gbogbo àná la gbàdúrà pé ká kọ́lé, gbogbo àná la gbàdúrà fún bẹ́tà Nàìjíríà. Bọ̀wọ̀ báwo la ṣe lè ṣe bẹ́tà Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wà pálapàla tá à ń ṣe yẹn, kò dá. So ní 2024 tíjọba bá lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti bá wa dẹ́kun. Ní ìgbà tẹ́mi kọ́kọ́ dé Mágbòó ní ọdún 10 sẹ́yìn, ilé tí mò ń gbé, àwọn mọ́tò ilẹ̀ ọmọ wa ń da ilẹ̀ nù ní every month àbí every 2 weeks. But all of a sudden, ààrin wọn mọ́, ó wá di pé oníkálùkù ń dalẹ̀ bó bá ṣe wù ú. Ẹlòmíì sun ilẹ̀ tiẹ̀, ẹlòmíì ń gbé fún àwọn bólà, ẹlòmíì ń dà káàkiri, kò dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. So tẹ́ bá wà àdúgbò wa dáadáa yìí pé àdúgbò wa ti dọ̀tí jù fún ìdọ̀tí. So kíjọba ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ní 2024 láti bá wa ṣe.
Yes, so that is what some people think that they're going to be doing in 2024. Now, Unmasking the Truth believes it is time for Nigerians to come together to put an end to this epidemic and pandemic. If we all join together, come together as a force to say no in whatever language it is that we speak, there will be more public funds to fund schools. Hospitals will be well equipped. Our schools will be better for it. You would even see the outcome in the students that you also send to school. Insecurity will reduce, and our girls, especially girls in northern Nigeria, would go to school comfortably, would have good roads, people would have potable water, electricity will work, businesses will thrive. I mean, if you look at it, anyhow you choose to look at it, corruption actually deprives us of a lot of things. And if you just turn a blind eye by saying, oh, I'm benefiting from corruption one way or the other, so every other person can find their way, think about the bigger picture. Think about the project Nigeria. There is a whole lot to this than just what you can do for your own self. Think about Nigerians. There are other people who are not in the position to help themselves like you are able to do. And at the end of the day, corruption is not just from the top. There are different levels to it. But today we're having to look at people in power. Let us listen to what residents in Ogun, Kano, Lagos and Ebonyi communities have to say on Unmasking the Truth today and what they're going to be doing in 2024 to get rid of dishonest and fraudulent people in power.
Ihe ga-eme n'afọ 2024 ka mpụ na-aghọ ọnụ obodo anyị ịgba mbọ hụ na na-ezobeghị ihe ọbụla gbasara mpụ na aghụghọ. Ọ bụrụ na enwere ka esi emegide mmadụ kachasị ụmụ nwanyị mgba mbọ hụ na nkwuputere ya ka ọha na eze nụ ya gwakwa ndị kwesịrị ịma maka ya ka ha leba ya anya ma takwa onye mejọrọ n'ahụhụ n'ụzọ kwesịrị ka taa ya. Ya bụ ihe mara na ga-eme ka mpụ na aghụghọ si n'obodo anyị pụọ n'afọ 2024. Ndewonu.
Oyibo dey talk say change begins with you. But not be only one person change fit change the whole community. Now if everybody come in agreement, everybody join hand, come with unity, now there the change will begin. If everybody join and say, okay, all these CDA executive, when they do bad thing, when they chop community money, when they do all those bad things, when they pinpoint all of them, remove position from their hand, give them to people who go fit handle those positions and go execute their job very well. Now there, community, from community to local government, down to the state, down to the nation. So now there change go begin. So now we can fit up with that though. All those community executives, make them look at them, people who know they work well, make them remove position from them, make them give out to people who feel work. Thank you.
We know that corruption affects the most vulnerable in the society. The average woman is unable to eat in the morning, not to talk afternoon and night. You know that thing where people are having to do 001 or 101 or something just because they're unable to put funds together to feed their family. Her husband is also struggling. The average woman struggles to send her children to school. These same schools that are under-equipped, these same schools that don't have qualified teachers, just because the funds that have been allocated for this have been embezzled. These same schools where students have to stand or sit on the floor for their classes. So almost everybody, one way or the other, is guilty of dishonest and fraudulent activities. Think about women with disabilities. They face double the effect of corruption. There are dishonest people everywhere. Private, public sector, everywhere. Everywhere you turn to. You probably will tell yourself, oh, I'm not one of them. Okay, yes, I agree that you're not one of them. But think about it. When you are asked the question, the answer is 5. But you say 4. 4 because you wanted to keep the other one that would have made it 5 for your own self. And you think that your name and honesty should go in the same sentence. Of course you know better. You definitely know better. And common people taking bribes, double dealing, trafficking girls and women, cheating and duping ourselves. You hear of people being scammed. They're being scammed by other people as well, people in our society. People who take advantage of other people just because you feel like you have a certain edge over the other person financially. We have now come to see these things as normal. So even when you don't do them, somebody is tagging you as, sharp, you are not smart, for refusing to do the things that people would normally do, what they have seen as normal, but you are daring to be different. But you are being called all sorts of names. You are dull, you are not smart, you don't have street OT. That's what they tell you. But hold on to your values though. Maybe these issues that we've come to see or know as the social norms, as normal, could this be the reason why in 2023, Nigeria's position went up to 150 in the new Index Corruption Perception Index? Now, this is as compared to the year 2022, when we were in position 154 out of 180 countries that are corrupt, and this is according to Transparency International. So you see that we're not even making a lot of progress in fighting corruption. 150, 154. What exactly is the difference that we're seeing. So again, before you point fingers to the top and say it's people in political offices, the political elite and what have you, there is definitely something that you are doing in your own space also that contributes to corruption in the nation. You're a sales rep. You work for somebody. But each time your account is never balanced because you find other ways of taking the person's money into your own pocket, even after collecting your salary. And you come out and shout corruption. You are also one of them. You are also part of the system. Unmasking the Truth on your radio station today is asking you what you will or can do in 2024 to make your community free of dishonest and fraudulent people in power. Let's go back to the streets and hear what people have to say on their plans in 2024 to fight corruption.
Láti dá ìwà burúkú dúró lórí àwọn oníwàkú àti alágbára. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti inú ilé, òbí sí ọmọ, alágbàtọ́ àti sí ọmọ tó gbà sọ́dọ̀. Ó ní àkọ́kọ́ tílẹ̀ bá ti mọ́, ẹ pe ọmọ yín, ẹni kó dìde ká gbàdúrà. Nítorí àdúrà ni ìdáhùn gbogbo. Tí a bá ti ṣe àdúrà tán, ẹ ti tọ́jú ẹ̀, fẹ́ máa lọ sí ilé ìwé. Ìwé báàgì tó gbé dé láti ilé ìwé lánàá, ẹ yẹ̀ wò fínífíní. Ẹ rí pé kò sí nǹkan kan nínú báàgì yẹn. Tó bá tún wá dé ní ọ̀sán, tó dé láti school tó ti kí yín kulé, tó ti fẹ́ lọ tó lọ ṣọ́ra, ẹ tó gbé báàgì yẹn, ẹ yẹ̀ wò dáadáa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni alágbàtọ́, ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa tọ́jú ọmọ tí ó wà lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Tó bá ti wá ṣe gbogbo eléyìí tán, ẹ wá fi ara balẹ̀ láti máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́tù máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Pé ẹ má rìnrìn kùnrin, ẹ má kẹ̀gbẹ́kẹ̀gbẹ́, ẹ má rìnrìn tí ò dáa, ẹ má jí nǹkan ní nǹkan, ẹ má jalè, gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ má jí nǹkan ní nǹkan, ẹ má jalè, ẹ lè má jí ẹni tí ó bá wà pẹ̀lú yín, ẹ má jí pẹ́ńsù, ẹ má jí ìrẹsẹ̀, ẹ má jí ìwé ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí nítorí ìnìkan, nítorí ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa ni, torí àwọn ọmọdé yìí, gbogbo tá a bá ṣe lójú wọn lásìkò yìí, òun náà máa wò títí tọ́nà máa fi hùwà. Bọ̀tẹ́ bá ti hùwà bàjẹ́ lójú ọmọ náà máa ṣe irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó tún ju ìwà bàjẹ́ yẹn lọ lójú àwọn ọmọ. Because ọjọ́ ọ̀la ò ní àwọn ọmọ yìí jẹ́ fún wa.
Firstly, wetin we go do for us to dey free from people from our community na make we vote better people when go be our leader. If we see people when they do bad, make we talk come outside. E always good for us to talk come outside because say as we talk come outside, we go see the result for better thing. If not, bad people when go be our leader, dem go dey make us do bad thing according to their way. So now why we need to vote for people when go be good leader, when go help us change our community for 2024. Make una vote better people for 2024. Na be the thing so.
Una don hear o. Vote better people for power when e reach election time. The Nigerian Constitution bans anyone accused of theft or any kind of fraud to contest for elective positions. But of course, we know what it is like in Nigeria. This law for so long has been neglected. If this law was to be taken seriously, we would have a better Nigeria where corrupt persons are not celebrated and young people and children would not engage in fraudulent activities, knowing that if they are caught, it will affect their chances of holding leadership positions. And when you look around right now in our society, people with money anyhow are being celebrated. Even when you know that going by logic, there is no way that this person will be able to have amassed this amount of wealth or have this kind of money. You're not trying to downplay whatever work it is that they do, but you just know that for a person who probably earns 100,000 naira, and you see the person tomorrow with a certain car, I want to ask, how did you come about this? I like the example that one of the people we spoke to in the Vox Pop mentioned. When your child goes to school and come back with something that is not theirs, as a parent, what do? You ask questions. That is where it starts from. But the minute you turn a blind eye, the child just assumes that you as a parent, you're fine with it. And before you know, your child is growing into something else right before your eyes. We're celebrating people with ill-gotten wealth, and people think that that is the way to go. Unmasking the Truth is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Today, we spotlight what you would do as a citizen to have a community free of dishonest and fraudulent people in power in 2024. To an extent, Nigerians have shared their experience on what will help and improve the country. Now the question is to you. What will you be doing differently in 2024 to ensure that your community is free of dishonest and fraudulent people? That change that you want to see, it actually starts with you. It starts with you. Recently, I went to a particular supermarket to go get something. I made a transfer to pay for what I had gotten, only for me to get back to my house and I realized that these funds were actually transferred back to me. And I just could not bring myself to hold that money back, knowing very well that this place I had gone to get this stuff. It was my first time there. They probably don't know who I am. But I had to go back because I could not just bring myself to take somebody else's hard-earned money, their sweat. If it was you, if you were to be in that situation, what would you do? Ask yourself, what exactly would you do? You know in the heart of your heart what you would do. But think about it, whatever it is that you would do. If it comes to the open, would you be proud of that decision that you're going to make? Would it be something that you'll be proud to say that, yes, I did this? Think about it. Let's hear from other people.
You see this matter, you get as it be, because the world might even get as it be, especially this our Nigeria. So the thing is, say everybody don't they trade that part. Like, make I not say everybody. Majority of people already they trade that part already. So it go dey difficult because okay, oh, make we stop to the lie, make single truth know their mouth, or maybe no start, maybe stop to the shit our fellows. So the thing get as people. Any where it won't be. I think it start from you, to start from me as a person. At least if I try to make different, I know they lie, I know they dishonest, and people they mean truth for my mouth. I know they do some kind of cocaine with my fellow brothers. At least, because I don't think say that one go fit solve the situation, but at least I go play my part for that extent for so.
Oyibo dey talk say change begins with you. But not be only one person change fit change the whole community. Now if everybody come in agreement, everybody join hand, come with unity, now there the change will begin. If everybody join and say, okay, all these CDA executive where they do bad thing, where they chop community money, where they do all those bad thing, where they pinpoint all of them, remove position from their hand, give them to people we go feed handle those position and go execute their job very well. Now there, community, from community to local government, down to the states, down to the nation. So now there change go begin. So now we can fit talk with that though. All those community executive, make them look at them, people who know they work well, make them remove position from them, make them give out to people who feel work. Thank you.
You don't kuku yaram. No be say because say this person na my sister, papa, brother, na my uncle, sister. The person won't come go contest for office. And you know inside your heart, say, not be say you get any better thing where this person won't go now. So just chop money, take claim out. But because say you feel say now your person and you self go chop inside, if the person enter, the person chop. You won't come go vote for him. He go show you, by the time you go reach hospital, where we say, the money where they supposed to buy medicine, put for hospital, they don't use and go buy motor, go use and take buy all that things. I want to know how you will take do for hospital when you reach. Corruption. Not be something where we say now only one person they affect. They affect everybody. But the way it they affect us, it did different. The fight against corruption, it's not a one-person battle or one group battle. It is a collective effort that requires everyone's participation, including you and me. Waiting in the talk be say, corruption, now everybody fight now it be. As you take get your own part to take play, now I myself get my own. Everybody needs to come together and take active steps to hold anyone in a position of authority accountable. If you're close to a traditional ruler or faith leaders, tell them to use their position to condemn corruption. We live in times where people don't want to condemn certain acts because you're afraid of some kind of reprisal, or you don't want people to come back for you. You don't want the supporters of these people to come for you. I tell you today, speak your truth. It will do you a lot of good. See, it is fine to be the bad guy, it's fine to be the bad person, as long as you are speaking the truth and you know you are speaking your conscience. You know you are doing that. Me, for one, I will tell you the way it is. I can come back to tell you sorry later, but at that point in time, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. It's a very, very long walk. It takes a whole lot. Because it is something that has gone on in our society for so long and we've seen it as normal. But it is not normal. We need to begin to change these things. Somebody makes a mistake in the transfer they have made, or you got excess cash, call the person back and tell the person exactly. It doesn't cost you anything, to be honest. That money is not what is going to change your life, no matter how hard the economy is. In 2024, try to attend town hall meetings, ask questions, write petitions, engage political leaders. Engage your political officials. You elected them into this office, and you need to be able to hold them accountable. We must come together as a people and support anti-corruption agencies, hold civil society groups and the media responsible, because they have to continuously expose any form of corrupt practices by those in authority. How? Yes, you want to know how we can do this? By monitoring their activities, asking them to be transparent. Remember, a corruption-free Nigeria is possible, but it is on all of us to make it a reality. If you see something, say something and do something. It is a collective effort. Don't see and turn a blind eye, because that which you turn a blind eye to today might come back to hurt you. Yes, it might come back to hurt you. You collect 2,000 naira so you will not speak the truth. Maybe tomorrow you find yourself in a situation whereby somebody else also gets to collect 2,000 naira to tell lies against you. You sell your conscience for how much? For an amount of money that probably will not put 3 square meal on your table, even if it can. Is that all that your conscience is worth? Think about it. Some of these questions also go to our political leaders as well. If you are going to contest for any office, ask yourself, am I ready to do right by this office? Will I do what is right by the people who are going to be electing me into this office? That's what you need to ask yourself. Ask yourself these questions before you come out and say you want to contest for certain offices. If you have a story on how corruption and lack of accountability affect women in your community, and you would like us to talk about it, you can send us a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. 2024 is starting off on a very good note. Today is 1st of January 2024. So if you have been a certain way in light of this conversation in 2023, this is your chance to make a change. Make a change and you'll be better off of it. You can make a whole turnaround in 2024. You can start by refusing to take what is not yours. Refuse bribes and do not take bribes as well. It's very, very easy. Yes, it can be a tough call, hard decisions to make, but if we all come together and intentionally agree that we are going to do this, Nigeria will be a better place for all of us. Unmasking the Truth from the Gender Lens is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Thank you to the production team of Taiwo Adeleye, Esther Koitilo, Rita Igwe, and executive producer Tom Okewale Shunaya. My name is Esther Alaribe. Till when next we bring Unmasking the Truth your way every first Monday on this radio station, keep calling out corruption. If you see something, say something and do something.
WFM 91.7.